Hey guys, this is gonna be video number 2. There's too much inspiration going through me that I don't want to wait with this, and this is why I'm doing the second video already right now. What do I want to talk with you about? Okay, a lot of people in this world are talking about God. A lot of people are presuming they know something from God. Even like somebody like me, I'm presuming that I know something about God. This is also very dangerous because we are talking about the highest being in the world. We are talking about the supreme being that created everything. Um, and I want to take this like huge subject, like on what's on a we call this like a macro on a macro level, on a really high universal level, and I want to make it smaller. I want to make it smaller, and I want to take you to like a situation which we can relate to. For example, you join a soccer club, and you don't know anybody there, and you meet your new teammates, and well, they're introducing each other, and before you know it, like one of the guys is saying, like, the captain of the team, he's a real jerk. He's not a nice guy, and he thinks he's everything, and he's very arrogant, and blah blah blah. And then a different guy comes to you, and yeah, he's also like talking in a bad way about the captain of the team, and like, so you already like are getting this image of this captain before you even like met him. And then again, like one of the guys like in the football team talks about him, and he says like, yeah, I don't like him, and he thinks he can get all the girls and whatever. And before you know it, you have like a sort of image of this person which you have never met. And when you're gonna meet him finally, you have all this information and all this negativity about this captain like in your mind. And maybe it's already so far that you're not even like gonna give him a chance anymore, like to really like ask who he is, to have an open heart to him, to ask like how does he think, what are his morals. You don't really give him a chance anymore, and this is wrong. We call this judging. We call this you are making assumptions already, which are not based on facts or what you have like experienced yourself. And we don't like it when people treat us like this. Can you imagine you're this captain and this new person came in the team, and this guy is already like, like closing off to you, and already, maybe talking behind your back, or you're not really giving you a chance anymore. And this is like how people are acting in our society, in classes, in soccer clubs, in families, like in churches. People are acting like this, and it's wrong. We should first like meet somebody and talk to them and ask them like, who are you, and what do you think, and what are your ethics, and what's your morality, and what do you think is important? Or, okay, so you believe in God, so tell me about it. Like, what do you believe, or what have you experienced? We should engage and have contact, and so on a micro level, everybody, like every like sane, loving human being who wants to do his best will get this. He will get that we shouldn't like act and treat each other like this way. So now I'm taking this same like example, and I'm taking it to God. So everybody's talking about God. You have people who say like, God, are you kidding me? God is not real. This is like an imagination of humanity, because we need something to believe in. We need something to hold on. Or some people say, well, God is like a man on the clouds who created everything, and he's looking at everything, and he's judging us, and la la la. And then you have God is like everywhere. He's like the plants, and he's like the animals, and he's me, and he's the chair, and he is, he's everywhere, and God is everything. God is wood and whatever. So this continues and continues and continues, and now we are talking about the highest being. We are talking about the supreme being that created everything. And then we have to do the same thing, and we shouldn't make the same mistake as we are doing with human beings. We're not going to the source. We are not going to God Himself and asking Him who He is, and asking Him what is the truth about you. Everybody's talking about you on this planet. This religion says this religion says that, the man in the church says this imam is saying this, these people are killing him in your name or whatever, which other name, in the name of a god. These people are saying that you are also the trees and the wood and the animals and whatever. So what is the truth? What is the truth? Please lead me to this truth. My point is, like, if we want to know the truth about a person, we should go to this person and we should engage with him. We want to know the truth about God, we should go to Him. We should start speaking to Him, talk to Him, and ask Him like who He is, and whatever kind of questions you have. You want to know the truth about the Bible? Ask God. You want to know the truth about who He is and what's going to happen in the afterlife or whatever, all these kind of things, or who's Jesus. If we want to know the truth about God, we should go to Him. We should ask Him who He is. And if we're not sure yet, like if God is real, if He exists, and some of you guys who are watching this are maybe on this path or are thinking about this, and I've been at this path, and you have the fully right to say to God, God, if you're real, then show me that you're real. Come into my life. You have the right to do this. Exactly, if you have the right to ask a person, who are you? And what's important to you? And how can I make you happy? Or how can I serve you? And this is the same question we should ask God. And I mean, like, I know God is real. I know God shown Himself to me that He is real. So for me, this is more easier than maybe for other people. So like, I've been at the same page that I didn't know really who God was. And it made me uncertain. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I gotta go to the source. I gotta go to God Himself and ask Him for the truth. And for example, a question what I said to God, like, if half of the Bible is a lie, I want to know it. Because I don't like to be deceived by something. I don't like to become in a cult or something. I don't like to end up doing stuff or preaching about things which are not true. I don't like that. I don't like it when I, for example, make a fool of myself or speak to people about things and it was not the right way, or it was not the right, I don't like that, because you're hurting yourself and you're also hurting other people. I want to encourage you to open up your heart and your mind and ask God for the truth about what you want to know. What you want to know. And understand that when people are speaking bad about, about God or about things they have experienced, we should, don't make the mistake that, for example, someone has hurt you in church or someone has made a bad remark. It doesn't say anything about God that when someone hurts you or whatever, somebody hurt you, or a friend said something bad, but it doesn't say anything about God. People have made a lot of mistakes in the history of humanity, awful mistakes, terrible things, but it doesn't say anything about God. It says something about people. It says something about how we're acting. This is really important that we understand that if we want to know the truth about something, we go to Him. We go to the source. Good night, and God bless you all.